Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California, home of the Primetime Shopping Network studios. And I got an incredible show tonight. Got a lot of Azoulay at the end. Guillaume Azoulay, born in Casablanca, Morocco, immigrated all through the world and called Los Angeles his home. Oh, we got a great show. A lot of very rare Azoulay's. I got all kinds of stuff. Got a really, really rare Peter Max on the easel. I got number 2 by Guillaume Azoulay. And that looks like Cary Grant. Got some David Lloyd Glovers. I got some Milan Art Group. We got a lot of stuff. And I want to show you where, because Ashley found me a comp on this. Oh, this Peter Max right there. I can't lose it that fast. I lost it that fast. All right, hang on. I know where I put it. Maybe. Yes. Right. Tell you what, let me show you what I got. Oh. This was done by Peter Max. Peter Max is 86 now. And there's a picture of him in his high limit room a while ago. This is a unique original oil on paper, 80,000 or more. But in the last little bit I've got in my hand, there it is. Did you find it in this folder right here?
Yes,
I'm an idiot. Yeah, we know, Barry. I just want to show you something, because whenever you start talking about Peter Max silk screens, I've sold a few in the last 6 months, and I want to show you a couple of them because they're going for big money. These are the early silk screens, like the one you're looking at right there. And I had another one that I thought, online might be $5,000. It went for $27,000. This one is called Suzanne. Right there. And it's on some site right now. Suzanne, 20th century. Your price, $2,495. And this is a limited edition serigraph. It is number 63 out of 100. Hand signed Max. Everything you need on a Peter Max. But it's so early. Ashley, you know what happens if I start messing around with a rare Peter Max silkscreen this early? What would happen, Ashley, Patty?
someone will get an amazing deal.
Tell you what I might do right now. It's too early. Is it too early, Wilson? A little bit. Wilson's going, it's a little bit too early. Matt, is it a little bit too early for a Peter Max? And now Matt's going, I can see both sides. Is it too early to try a Peter Max?
No,
Not at all. So we go from Wilson, a little early, to Matt, I can see both sides, to go for it, Chappell. Tell you what, yeah, this is a rare one. Only 100 done. And what year was this? This is 81. I was only 20. Right, I'll tell you what. I think it's too early, Wilson. But I'm gonna make a try here. This was done in 1981. 91, 01, 11, 21 is 43 years ago, Wilson. This thing can vote. It can do a lot of things. Certain states, this painting can buy a gun, Wilson. Do you own a gun? You own a gun. You own 2 guns. Did you bring any of them with you here tonight? Good. Just, I'd like to make a rule. I mean, once Patty's knife scares the heck out of me. You got a gun too. Did you bring it here with you? Maybe. Yeah, she's going, no, yes I did. All right, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to make somebody really happy here. This is way too cheap. This is way too cheap. This is exactly the type of silk screen you want to get, one that's 42, 43 years old. Tell you what, $1,500 to open. That's dirt cheap, yeah. $1,500 to open. $100 increments once we get the open. Yeah, that's something. That is early. I'm just wondering if in 1981 I would have known. 20 years later, I'd be selling a Peter Max. Done in 1981. That makes no sense because 1981 I was 20. Never mind. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first item of the night. I'll tell you what I want to show off. Who's got Barbie? Where's my Barbie? Barbie. Hey, Barbie, how's that song go? How does that song go? Barbie?
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Can I show that? Yes. Come on, Barbie, let's go party is what Ashley has been singing. Okay, now, this is Guillaume Azoulay's take on Barbie. The biggest selling movie of the year. It's been, Fox has had specials on the original Barbie. That is a hand drawing from Barbie, of Barbie from Guillaume Azoulay. Azoulay is the youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Bibliothèque Nationale, the permanent archival collection of the Louvre in Paris. And this is item number BC 2873. Just to give you an idea of Barbie and Guillaume, just want to show you something. Here are some comps on Guillaume Azoulay. Here, look at this. Original drawing of Jimi Hendrix, $45,000. Original drawing of Buster Keaton, $9,500, almost 10. Here is Guillaume Azoulay. He won the official Kentucky Derby poster award. Right there. Here is his Guillaume Azoulay number 1 of 20 Camargue. Camargue with gold leaf right there, $12,500. Here is an etching right here, $16,000 for Camargue State 2. Barbie, we're going to pull up the graphics on this. Oh my goodness, to have the king of the line, the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre, born in Casablanca. That's got to retail for at least $28,000 minimum. $28,000. But I want to tease people with this first. Wilson, what is the use of having Barbie on the show if you don't tease people with it? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You can't call me that. Did you hear what he called me, Patty? No. You didn't hear what he called me? I got to turn the mic off to tell you what he called me. No, I can't. I don't want to give Wilson any more trouble than he is. Hey, how'd the parole hearing go? Good? All right. Well, I can't get him in a little trouble if his hearing went okay. I will be auctioning this a little later, but I just wanted to show the Barbie. But I'll tell you what. I'm going to make a quick shift. Here's what I'd like to do. Matthew, I'd like to show a little quick film on David Lloyd Glover because I have 5 or 6. We have a little contest here. Patty and Ashley picked which ones they thought would sell the quickest. Giuliani did too, but they won't let her show them until she tells people where the heck Romeo is buried. We know you did it. We know you did it. We know you did it. Admit it. Admit it. What'd you do? Was it quick for Romeo or did you torture him? You tortured him, didn't you? You just... She's that type of person, Wilson. Have you noticed that? You don't want to get her mad. Oh, I'm going to give everybody at 7 o'clock, I'm going to give you an update on both Ginger and my cute little other dog. Yeah, so I got all kinds of stuff coming, but I want to show you who David Lloyd Glover is real fast.
I'm David Lloyd Glover, and art is my life. I've been an artist for the last 40 years. I've made my entire living working in the art field. When people ask me what my style is, I usually describe it as vivid impressionism, and that's because of the color palette that I use. And it's not so much about, am I a landscape painter, a seascape painter, or am I a still life painter, representational painter. I paint all things. There is a Glover signature. Collectors tell me there's something they see in my work, regardless of subject matter. They recognize my use of vivid colors, and there's a real resonance that they feel when they view one of my paintings, and particularly when they own one of the paintings. It has real emotional impact to them. When I was about 4 years old, my father took me to his favorite movie, and he took me to see Disney's Fantasia. And that was a whole wide world emotional thing that happened to me. You know, being in a big movie theater, the big screen, and seeing this artwork come to life, I was completely knocked off kilter. And my father explained to me that those aren't real things. I thought that was a real world. He said, no, those are all drawings. It was that mind-blowing experience that my father took me to that started me on this track of having to create, and I was voracious. I was drawing on everything. So they were getting me big stacks of paper, and I was filling them up as fast as I could, drawing everything that I saw on television, like Buck Rogers, Gene Autry, Roy Rogers. I mean, I was just out of my mind. It started there, and it never stopped. I'm always thinking of the person who is going to view the painting and what perspective they're going to have on it, particularly if they're going to be the owner of that painting. It becomes their personal possession and therefore their personal vision. The passion isn't to entertain me. It's not about what I think or what I feel so much. I think about what it would affect somebody else and how I could deeply impact their psyche. I want to bring out human emotions in a way that is calming, serene, exciting. If it's a brilliant sunset or something, it's all about emotions. That's what paint is. My paintings are really expressions of emotion. The moment that I realized I was gaining a reputation in art was when my Brentwood gallery was having an exhibition for me, and I walked into a very busy gallery full of people waiting to see me. I noticed that Olivia Newton-John was standing right in front of one of my paintings. I'm new to Los Angeles, and I'm going, wow, that's Olivia Newton-John. And we're just having a one-on-one conversation like I'm an equal to her. We live here in Los Angeles, and it's the entertainment capital of the world and certainly the creative center of the world. As a result of that, I've created a lot of paintings which celebrate the cultural history of Hollywood with famous icons of American pop culture. I did a painting of Django Reinhardt. He was the famous gypsy European jazz guitarist from the 1930s and 1940s. Anybody who plays guitar, that is his hero, because there's just nobody else like Django Reinhardt. I finished the painting, I took it in, and the gallery director said to me, dude, that's a great painting, but I don't know who the heck that is. Along comes Kim Campbell, Glenn Campbell's wife. She took one look at this painting, went, oh my God. And she ran back down the street, grabbed Glenn Campbell out of another store, took him up to the gallery and said, Glenn, look at that. And of course, that was it. He fell in love. That is his hero. Glenn Campbell is one of the greatest guitarists in the world ever. His hero is Django Reinhardt. So Glenn Campbell bought the painting. I've had a lot of artists that inspire me. I was at a show of Andrew Wyeth. When you see an Andrew Wyeth original painting, you realize he's really an artist. They're wonderful compositions. His sense of light, of time and place are just outstanding, and it's very inspiring. Another artist is John Sargent. Although he was a portrait painter of great renown, he was also a wonderful impressionist painter who had great facilities to paint just about anything. His ability to capture a place and time was just outstanding. He would pride himself in painting a whole string of pearls with essentially a single brushstroke. I grew up in a city called Victoria in British Columbia. I lived 6 doors down from Emily Carr, and she is probably one of the greatest impressionist painters that ever lived. And certainly in the realm of women painters, Emily Carr inspired Georgia O'Keeffe. And here I'm literally 6 doors down from her studio. The impact of seeing her work completely floored me. Her paintings were just unbelievable. For the way an artist thinks and how an artist approaches his life, I turned to my mentor, Sid Barron, who became, over the years, what's considered a Canadian national treasure in the world of art and published art. He and I became friends when I was about 18, I think, at the time, when I first met Sid. And I went to meet him at his studio, and I went down the hallway to that studio door, and it's blank, glass window, rapped on the window, door opens, and this guy who looked like Art Carney from the Honeymooners looked at me and he said, huh, what do you want? And I said, well, my name is David Glover and I'm an artist and I really wanted to meet you and whatever. And he reached out and he grabbed me by the shirt and pulled me inside and said, get in here, closed the door. And he said, now what was that again? At first he was a little shocked because nobody would ever come to his door. He was a recluse. But shortly thereafter we became fast friends and we became friends for years. And he really was my artistic mentor. He was not an artist who was telling me how to do things technically. It was really about philosophy, and it was about life experience. Sid prepared me for the rejection and sharing his life experience on what it's like as an artist to present your portfolio and constantly being rejected. And for me not to lose heart, expect to be rejected was what he would tell me. You make 10 presentations, you make 20 presentations, but eventually somebody will say yes and you'll be accepted. His guidance is what propelled me to pursue my career professionally.
昔々あるところに
One of the most poignant moments early in my career was I was invited to Tokyo to have a one-man show with an art dealer there known as Art Brilliant. And Art Brilliant was, certainly at the time, the largest art dealer in the world. I went to an exhibition where it was kind of beyond description. There was over 850 people. The pomp and circumstance they put on, the ceremony of having an artist there live and in person, to them was really something big. At that show, I was sold out that evening, and it was just over 100 original paintings. I realized I had an awful lot of work to do because I signed an exclusive contract for Asia that went on for the next 17 years. Although it was very difficult to perform at such a high level for so many years, the result to me was that there really isn't anything that I can't do. Living in Southern California gives me the inspiration of light and atmosphere, but my broad, vivid landscapes that I create are from my memories of where I grew up in British Columbia. Those images live with you forever. When I want to create a stunning wilderness landscape or a mountainous lake, I go right back to when I was young. My studio is unique in that I have an eastern exposure. So in the morning I control my lighting through the shutters, and I'm able to direct the light onto the canvas area to essentially color correct, because I can get a very clean color. As the day progresses, I move the shutters because the sun is rising above and then sets into the west. Even when the sun is setting, I get a specific style or type of light that comes in through the windows. When I have one of my paintings sold, I never really know whether the same emotions and message that I'm trying to impart in this painting actually transcends to the collector. It's the human part of us that perceives what we see and what we feel as art, because we can go to that extra level, and there it becomes art. My inspiration will come from some emotional and visual impact, and then I will express it in my paints, in my mediums. I want people to see the remnants of the artist. I want them to see a piece of art. I'm telling a story, either it's a narrative story by what you see going on in the scene, or it's strictly an emotional story. It's a response that you have to a particular light effect, a view down a country road, you imagine what's at the end of that road or where it's leading you to, or it's nostalgia. It reminds you of when you were growing up, or it reminds you of an important time in your life. Maybe it was your first romance. You were in a setting just like you see in this painting. So it touches this on a very base level. Art is something that chooses you. Your ability to create in any kind of medium just comes innately, and it starts when you're very young. Certainly in my case it did. You feel this need to create all the time, no matter what you're doing. But it's not something that I think that you decide one day, you wake up and say, okay, let's go to school and be an artist. It has to come from within. Art is something that's always in your left ear telling you, yeah, it's time to paint. It's time to paint, David. You kind of follow the direction that all forces are leading you in. I have done other things in my life, but art is always the mainstay. It has been a constant in my life since I was 4 years old, and it's a constant today. Everything I do in my life revolves around creativity.
That was a film I made on David Lloyd Glover long time ago. He is an amazing guy. He was, you saw at one point him cutting a ribbon. That was in Japan, where he was one of the top stars for a company called Art Brilliance, where many of his pieces would sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have 4 here tonight. I hope you're interested. This is Ashley's favorite David Lloyd Glover. Orange what?
Orange flowers.
Orange flowers. Yes. It's got stuff written in Chinese too, or Japanese. What language is this? Tell me. Up in the corner. What language is that? Japanese. All right. There we go. Signed on the frame, David Lloyd Glover. Signed on the certificate, David Lloyd Glover. And signed in the painting in pigeon blood red, David Lloyd Glover. Yeah, and let me put my glasses on because we got a retail of, we had 21,000. That'd be cheap, but yes, leave the retail. And folks, while you were seeing that film, let me come to a little. We were talking about one of the dumbest things I ever did, and some of the operators, Ashley, I think, wants to do it, bungee jumping. Well, about 25 years ago, I was doing a show in Salt Lake City, Utah, out of Broadcast International. And they had this huge crane in a parking lot. And it was 200, 300, 400 feet up, maybe higher. And they had different towers, and they take me up, and they hook the thing on you, and you got your shoes and stuff, Wilson. So I get up to the top, and like a 16-year-old kid's getting ready to hook me. You ready? I said, I'm not sure. You ready? I'm not sure. And he goes, uh-oh, they put you in the wrong harness. They should have put you in a large. This is a small. I have no idea what will happen. Don't jump. I'm not going to jump. And so they ran down and got me a large one. And he said, no, that looks better. Now jump. And it's like, when I jumped off that, my mind never forgave me. Why I walked off, it was probably 130, 150 feet up. And I went down, and it whips you around and whips you around. And then I was terrified. They have a cutout on the bottom where there's a dead body laying there. And so I got done, and I said, I am scared to death. So I made myself do it again. And the second time I walked off that high-rise platform, it's like, what are you doing? And then I went to bed that night, and about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I woke up because I saw myself walking off of that. More bungee jumping for you, Ashley. I'm dumb. My bungee career is over. This is Orange Flowers, David Lloyd Glover, #1. Over here is the one that we had sold, but somebody canceled. And this is entitled A Flower Path for My Love. Now, folks, that is what a major artist does. In Japan, David Lloyd Glover has the rare honor of being considered dowry worthy for a marriage gift. A dowry present in Japan is like, people, they save their lifetimes. His artwork is so good and so sought after. Many of them selling for $75,000, $80,000. He told me that he had paintings here in the LA show at an LA gallery on Melrose he used to hang art in. There would be 120, 130,000. This is one of his greatest. I thought we sold it, and then somebody changed their mind, which they did it before it got shipped in the mail, so that was different. So this is an amazing David Lloyd Glover. All right. Let me move this over here. Now, Wilson, don't help him. All right. Let's see which operator can get this? Hail. You got it. Hail Caesar, yes. 2845. This, I believe, is entitled a garden statue.
Yes, sir.
A flower, oh yeah, and it is just unbelievable. It is acrylic on canvas, painted in 1998. Signed on the frame, signed on the frame is dated. The back is signed David Lloyd Glover. Garden statue in both English and Japanese on the back. And signed right there, David Lloyd Glover. And certain spots like here have huge amounts of acrylic. This is what in an LA gallery of $75,000 work would look like. This was one of the finest. David spent 25 minutes on TV talking about this one particular piece, the focal point, the flowers, and how this one took him months to finish. Yeah, you're looking at a $75,000 gallery price. And then I have one more David Lloyd Glover. The one that Wilson and Patty said, this is where I want to be. It's called Old Hawaiian Cottage, and it was painted in 2007. And David could tell you where exactly in Hawaii this cottage is. He is a plein air painter, meaning he can set up his paintbrush, his easel. He can get a sketch of it, then remember what colors, maybe make a few mental notes. I mean, a piece like this would take him 3 weeks, a month before he even started diving into the color. I mean, David Lloyd Glover is as good as they get. That's why his work sells mini pieces well over $100,000 in Japan. So this is amazing. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to work a deal here. Hang on. I want these 4 David Lloyd Glovers to find a new home tonight. And I am willing to subsidize your purchase. I only showed you 4. And early bird gets the what, Wilson? No. It's early bird gets the worm. Why would you say stuff like, did you hear what he said? No. No, that he did say worm. I'm trying to give him a hard time. So, tell you what, the person that buys, give me a call, whether you want Asian garden or garden statue, my bad. Whether you want a flower path for your love. On this one, yeah, this is, David talked about this one for 10 minutes about how it is, just everything had to be perfect. Call me because they're not going to be 50,000. They're not going to be 40,000, Wilson. They're not going to be 30,000. They're not even going to be 20,000, which would make you buying a lot better than most people at Art Brilliance or in a Las Vegas, at a Los Angeles gallery. It's not even going to be, Matt, I'll tell you what. Put up the graphics for a flower path for my love or whichever one you want. Because it's not even going to be 15,000. It's not even going to be $12,000. Patty, I'm going to sell it for less than $10,000. I can do that because David Lloyd Glover's not here tonight. $9,000 would be really cheap. $8,000. People would be going, they got to be counterfeit. But no, they're signed 2 and 3 times. And David Lloyd Glover came on the show to talk about them. At $7,000, it's like I'm giving them away compared to what most people pay for an original David Lloyd Glover. $6,000? There's got to be a problem. You must be a bad salesman, Barry, if you're selling that. No, that's great art, and I want to give everybody a great deal on this January day in 2024. Hey, this is my first show in 2024. Yeah. At 5,000, people go, this ain't real, but I got an even better price. All right. Got a deal. I'm going to get in trouble for this. Wilson, you ever see the movie The Fugitive with Harrison Ford? Or the one before that with Michael Jansen, where he has to go around the world to prove his innocence because his wife got murdered by a one-armed man, and they sent him, and he had to break out of jail to prove his innocence. I'm going to give you a price so cheap I might be on the run like The Fugitive. Yes, David Lloyd Glover is going to be after me, and Patty's going to have to pull out that knife. Would you defend me from David Lloyd Glover? All right, she's going, yeah, I will. Tell you what, anyone you want, don't tell them where you got this, or you're going to really get them mad. But yes, you get a search from David Lloyd Glover. Any of these 4, I can't believe I'm saying this, $1,750. None have ever been sold. And you'll get a booklet on David Lloyd Glover with each one when you buy one. It tells his life story. $1,750. Pick a, get that. Whichever one. Don't pay $35,000, $40,000 the gallery's charge for his work. I've known David for quite a while now. Which one do you think is going to sell first? What's that?
Cottage.
The cottage. I think you're a little prejudiced on that one. Do camera 2. This is going to happen, but if anybody asks you, it didn't happen. It was like what Wilson did was he put my face on the screen, then he did a Barry impersonation. So this is really happening, but it's not happening, Wilson. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like those days you had a long time ago when you spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze. You remember that? No, I'm just joking. He has done. All right, here's what I can do. This is too cheap, too cheap, too cheap. Pick whichever Glover you want, $1,295. That is, they've never been that cheap, $1,295. I got 4. I'm sure that Pathway for My Love, which David was telling why this was such an important painting for him to paint, how to get the shadows right, the depth right. Oh, at $1,295, you can't do any better. That's too cheap. It really is. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give it about... Let me put up a 2-minute clock and then I'm going to move on. $1,295. I can't either. But Ashley, I'm going to allow this for only one. Not 4, not 2, not 3. I should have done that the other way. Not 4, not 3, not 2, but only 1. Whoever buys the first one, I'm going to frame it for free and ship it for free. But that's only goes for one, and I'd be right over that one. Wilson, that's the one that David Lloyd Glover is going to hunt me down. Yeah, the first one that buys one at $1,295, I'm going to frame it for free and ship it for free. I got 4 here. I'm only going to sell 1 at that price and frame and ship it. That'd be an incredible bargain. When you put this in your office, your house, and people walk up and look at it, they're mesmerized. That's why David Lloyd Glover has been so successful for so many decades. And I just want to show you these. $1,295. Okay. We are verifying. Let's see which one they want. Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd is doing fantastic. I'm going to give everybody an update in about 17 minutes. Do they know which one? On which one? I can't. Yeah, which one's Flower Path? I'm going to walk over there. Who you talking with? Tell you what I can do. And Mr. M, you're coming so close. Oh, they're beating on me here, but I'll tell you what, I got a counter to Mr. M's counter. So this becomes a real counter. Have you ever been to a real ice cream counter where they hand you the ice? No. Okay, Mr. M, here is your counter. Very, very, very fair counter to your counter, to my counter. What are you saying, Juliet?
It was Barry's pick.
Now Juliet says that's her pick. I'm not going to argue with somebody that killed Romeo. It is. Is that a deal? Is it gone? I can't take what he offered. I get in too much trouble. And I'm going to make up the difference. I am losing money. Let him know I'm going to have to get it straight with David at that counter. It'll. Okay. Well, I am going to move on from David Lloyd Glover. All right. And I appreciate it. Don't I want anybody. That is a very fair offer. I'm just this. Never mind. Okay. Tell you what I want to do.
15 minutes.
What?
15 minutes.
Yeah. Can you hand me a couple of those gold leaf?
The Zodiacs?
The Zodiac. I can't believe that. Did you see her, Wilson? Did you see Juliana the minute we said Zodiac? Yes. Was that you? Did you help? She's a killer. You know, the minute I say Zodiac, it's like, come here. Yeah. This is one of 3 HC Pisces.
2879.
Now, HCs, you know French, right, Wilson? Host de commerce. You know what that means? Friend of the artist. HC. And that's number 1 of 3. So that means, how many are there total, Wilson? Close. There's 3. All right. There's 2 others. Now, I want to show you something. If you had bought this, here is Guillaume Azoulay Zodiac portfolio. For all 12 of them, you could have bought all 12 of them for $21,991. So what is 12? What is 12,000? I'm sorry, 21,991 divided by 12. $1,832 a piece. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I don't want anybody to get mad at me because I'm going to show. I have Pisces, and right next to it we have, that's Taurus, right? That's Leo. They got Leo eating a horse. That looks like he's eating a horse there, Patty.
Let me see, I'll tell you. Oh, he's not eating a horse.
Is that where Guillaume always had that saying, I'm as hungry as a horse? I'm so hungry I could eat a horse? No, the only reason this would happen is if that was a Siegfried lion. Stop. I know. Didn't it eat one of them? Which one got eaten by the lion? Was it Roy or Siegfried?
Oh, that's right, yeah. I think it was Roy.
Roy? Now, look at this. 1 of 3 Sagittarius. Now, Wilson, what is that creature that has a bow and arrow? It's like half man, half horse, right? What do you call that? Sitar? You sure it's not a Morse? No, all right, it's a sitar. And I have HC, number 2 of 3, In gold. Oh, look at this. You can look how the gold, Wilson. You see those lines underneath? How the gold goes over the lining of the etching? Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. And which one is this? Taurus the Bull, right? Is that Taurus the Bull?
I believe so, yes. You showed Pisces, Sagittarius.
I'll tell you what. I only have these four. I'm going to auction each one separately. I hope you're out there because the ad on the whole set would have cost you $1,800. Yes.
Customer says Roy was mauled by a white tiger.
What's that? Say it again.
Roy was mauled by a white tiger,
Roy was mauled by a white tiger.
not a lion.
Not a lion. Well, thank you. I feel better. So does Patty because she's a Leo too. Juliana doesn't because she's still going Zodiac. Where could I meet him? All right, now, here's what I'm going to do. But thank that customer. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with that one just because here is Leo the Lion, HC number 2 of 3. And I am going to auction this. And I hope you're out there. These are very, very rare. Here was the ad for all 12, $21,991, which comes out to be, how much was that, Patty? $1,832 a piece. Well, here is Leo the Lion, HC. And I love how that gold leaf goes over the etching lines. That is too cool for school. This embossing mark shows you it's an etching. Then he hand-laid gold leaf. Did this in 2006. $1,800 is what it should have cost you. Start at $0, $100 increments. I only have one Leo the Lion. This is a $2,000 piece. I'm starting at $0, $100 increments. And we can't even prove anybody's watching me. I can't. Yeah, we can. They have, because I have sold a few things. No, Juliana, he's not going to be here. You ever see her get that worked up over the Zodiac before? All I said was Zodiac. She's going, where? She's also doing her nails. Yeah. You would flirt with the Zodiac killer? Would you, Juliana? She's thinking about it. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have an open because I'm going to run with this. I'm going to take this down so fast. No open once, no open twice. Fair and final, no open. Good. Whew. Now, I will price them. I'm going to wait on these. That did not go the way I thought it would. For gold leaf, do you have a regular etching over there? Yeah. Hi, Barry Chappell, coming to you live.
You want HC or with the birch?
Yeah, bring that. Okay. Barry Chappell coming to you live. This right here,
2833.
a Pousse 1 of 1. What does that say?
Those covers.
Say what? What does that translate to, Wilson?
To non-commercial proof.
Non-commercial proof.
Yes, sir.
One of one. And what title is this?
That's
BC 2883. 1983 was a good year, Wilson. I graduated from college in 1983. I was lucky to graduate from college. Retail on this Print World Guide retail, but this is not for commerce, so this was like a trial proof. This is very rare, but if it was just one of the regular editions, it'd be $6,500 in Print World Guide. Which book? The Print World Guide, or could be one over there. I don't know if there's an Azoulay book over there, but I got a ton of Azoulay stuff here. Yeah, there's got to be a Print World Guide. But that is rare, I'll tell you what. Retail list, I think, on the regular edition was $6,500. Tell you what, let's have some. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at the coloring on that. Not for sale. Tell you what, $500 to open, $100 increments once we get the open. Look at that. He's mixing the colors. Look at that. Hosta Commerce, so a special friend of the artist piece. One of one. Wow, that is very rare. I should have taken some time and looked this one up. What's the one guy on The Hangover that always gets in trouble? What's that? Not Alan. The doctor. What's his name? Is it Jiang? Mr. Who is it? In real life, he's a doctor, but the actor that. Mr. Chow, yes. I feel like Mr. Chow when he leaped off the building and said, I should have thought about this first. I got a very rare Azoulay up there, no open once. No open twice. All right. Let me get. All right. Pull up another Azoulay. The what?
VAT line.
Bon à terre.
2874.
Yes. That is what he can do. You know, people always ask him, and I always convey, he never used a ruler in his life. He etched that in a copper plate with a scribe, never used a ruler. He's the king of the line, and you look at something like this, and you go, wow. Now this is Bon à terre. Let's see what the title, if it has a title on this piece. I think this piece is called Lines. One of one for an image entitled Lines. Look how he makes this piece float. This is a rare piece. I'll tell you what. I remember this. Look at that. It's three-dimensional. Isn't that amazing, Wilson? As you look at it, that horse is floating right off the paper. Retail is at least $7,500, and that is the bon à terre, the number one, basically, the presentation piece of the edition. Bon à terre, number one of one, the first piece done. And look how it, I'll tell you what, start at zero, $150 increments. Are we on dish now? Camera 2. Hello, Dish Network. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California, home of PrimeTime Shopping Network. Got some very rare Azoulay's tonight. I got all kinds of great stuff. I hope you're just having fun. Sit back, watch the show. Right there is a very rare Azoulay. I haven't seen one of these in a decade or so. Take a look at that. And I'm starting at zero, $150 increments. You will see this horse float off the paper. And all those lines were scribed in a copper plate. No ruler was used. All freehand motion of Guillaume Azoulay, born in Casablanca, Morocco, immigrated to Paris, and from Paris, he immigrated to the United States. He is the youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the archival collection of the Louvre, the Bibliothèque Nationale. I believe 12 of his pieces are kept there. Now, I'm starting at zero on a $7,500 piece. You want to see the magic of Guillaume Azoulay? Just look how that horse is floating. Look at that. It becomes three-dimensional. All by the distance he puts in between each line. That is why he is Guillaume Azoulay, the king of the line. Got all kinds of great stuff. I'm going to give you an update pretty soon on Pretty Boy Floyd. I hope Pretty Boy... We have the open, thank you. $150. This is why the presentation piece, the bon à terre. Like right now, Heritage Auction House auctions a lot of coins. And some of them were presented to King Farouk and other people as a presentation piece from a former president, whether it was FDR or whoever. And this is a bon à terre, a presentation piece. The number one, the first piece done by Guillaume Azoulay, bon à terre. Folks, I could beg, jump up and down, talk to Guillaume, talk to his agents. There's no way they're going to sell me this three-dimensional bon à terre. What's that?
Can we shrink the increments? You have it up for 150. Customer who has the open says you should probably do 50 to $100 increments.
So he wants me to, does we go up to 2 if I do go down to 100? What does he want me to do?
He just wants you to shrink the increments. He's saying you should go 50 or $100 increments.
And I'll tell you what, it becomes a little tough to do that in the middle of an auction, but I appreciate.
He has the open. That's why he's saying it's okay.
Oh, okay. Hang on, we're at 150.
Hi, how can I help you, sir?
And I want to thank everybody. I will on the next auction. Tell them on the next one. 300 has been bid. I will do that on the next one.
They're fine.
We're at 300. Yeah, we got it. I mean, folks, this is a $7,500 piece. I've only seen 2 or 3 of these in my entire 33 years on TV. I've known Guillaume. I've had him on my show many times. Nobody on the planet can buy this for $300 except whoever's got the lucky bid. $300. Going once. Are you sure they didn't say 3,000? 300. Going twice. Folks, you're killing me tonight. Hang on, hang on. 450 has been bid. This is a 3,000 any day wholesale piece. I'm at 450. This is Lines by Guillaume Azoulay. The number 1 of 1. 600 has been bid. Down to 1 bidder, 600. Oh, you guys are tough on me tonight. $600 going once. Who's getting this? Mr. A.B.? Mr. A.B. Like the blood type. Yeah, there's A.B., A.B. positive. Going twice, fair final warning, sold. I actually have a rare blood type. B negative. All right. Now this is one I haven't seen in a long time. This is BC 2875. This is Guillaume Azoulay, the king of the line, born in Casablanca, Morocco, immigrated to France. When he was in Paris, he joined the circus. I'm going to get the story wrong. He's going to get mad at me, but he ran off with the circus, Wilson, and had a lot of fun doing that. This is sold out rare. Look at this. Bonaterre, number 1 of 1. Plaque Guillaume Azoulay. You can see the line where he etched this. Look at this. How do you say 2 in French? This is really rare. Now that is Cary Grant. Can you do a Cary Grant? I can. Jody. All right, that's a bad one. Jody. All right, never mind. He put Cary Grant in there. He put the number 2 going across the deal. And then you have a bird at the end. See, the bird becomes a 2. Thousands of lines. Look at that right over there. There's another Cary Grant. Look at all the things you would associate with the number 2. Wilson, pan every inch of this, because I also want to give an update.
Did you say you have B negative?
I have B negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your friend thought it was weird. It's Chip, and he also has B negative.
Does he? Oh boy.
Oh boy. Said, oh.
Yeah, no, I have B negative.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, you guys are like besties now.
All right. Let's see. What are the increments? I haven't even done anything. I'll tell you what. Start at 0, $200 increments. This is like a $9,500 piece. And it's a 1 of 1. Yeah, retail $9,500, $200 increments. Oh, yes, I am B negative. And then I am going to show you little boy, pretty boy Floyd here in a second. I'm going to give an update. I'm going to show you a lot of things. Do you know? And it was caused by a type of drug I was taking, Xeljanz. But about 4 years ago, Wilson, I'm not making this up, I had too much positive blood in my system. They would drain a pint, and they couldn't give it to anybody. They threw it away. They really did. And it's like, why don't you take it? And they said, because you are way too high of something in your blood. Nothing illegal. They're just saying chemically. But anyway, let's start on Cary Grant number 2, and then I'm going to show you an update. And I want to talk to my mom. Is my mom watching yet?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, she's probably at my brother's house. Yeah, Mommy, give us a call. Yes. No open once. This is like as rare as it comes. Well, I'm going to run with this. I'm going to take this down. I am going to. Are you sure? You got a 9,500. There's Cary Grant. Jody. Was that any better? No? All right, let's see if AI can do any better. Can you give me a Cary Grant impersonation?
I found this on the web.
Cary Grant. Oh, don't take so long to load.
Okay, what's your first name? Okay, so you want to open? Open.
We have 200.
That only happened the once. What better way to enjoy Mother Nature's bounty than camping? It may seem like there's lots of equipment, but I find setting it up is no trouble at all, because I get Audrey to do it.
This is a Cary Grant impersonator.
I can't do this, darling. Have you seen my tent pegs?
I'm going to leave that alone. So we're at $200. Unbelievable. I can't, at 2,000, I'd be losing money. This is something that only a handful of these have been made. This is one of one. To date, the only one, the Bon Terre. It's like an original Azoulay, and I'm at 200, not 2,000, not 22,000. I'm at 200, Ashley. Oh my goodness. Juliet, you have ruined me. Yeah, you didn't have much to do with it. Wilson, you ruined. No, I $200 going once. You guys are killing me tonight. 400 has been bid. Are you sure they didn't say 4,000? No, they said 400 or 4,000. 400. 600 has been bid. $100. Oh, and I'm down to one bidder at $600. They're killing me.
Let me get you, Ashley.
I'm going to jump off the edge. And we measured it, Wilson. That's 13 inches. I could sprain an ankle. You know what? It starts as a sprained ankle. And then, no, I'm not going to jump. All right, we're down to one bidder. Transfer it to Ashley. $600 going once.
Are you going to want this one?
$600 going twice. Fair. And final warning, all in, all said. Joe Day. All right, I can't do it. All right, sold. That is gone.
Actually, how much for shipping on this one is the same gentleman that Jimmy had.
And what I am going to do next, oh, I know what I'm going to do next. All right. Yes. Ashley, let's, I want to give an update on Pretty Boy Floyd. Now, Wilson, and then we'll do some of those gold leaf Azoulay's. All right. Folks, I found Pretty Boy Floyd, this little doggy. I'll show you. Under a concrete picnic table, Wilson. A lot of people thought he was dead. But I rushed him to the vet, and when he got to the vet, they showed me that mark under his neck, Wilson. Can you see that? Come in a little closer. A coyote had attacked him and shook him backwards and forwards, breaking 5 ribs. So they had to put him in a little cast. I named him because I got his sex wrong. When I go to the vet, I go, no, it's a little girl. And the vet goes, really? Then what's that? And I go, uh-oh. And so I named him Pretty Boy Floyd. It took him a few days in this little cast. He is now out of the cast after day 5, and he owns the joint. Now, this is Pretty Boy Floyd. When he's being cute, that was day 2, when I took him back to the vet. Now, he loves going for car rides. Granted, he's only 12.5 to 13 pounds. This dog eats more patty than I've ever seen. I'm worried he's going to explode. But, yeah, there he is walking. That's right outside of my apartment door. He eats a ton, then he poops a ton, Wilson, which means the plumbing is working, I guess. But, yeah, there's Pretty Boy Floyd. And some nice lady is setting up a GoFundMe Pretty Boy Floyd page sometime. But look how sweet he is. So Pretty Boy Floyd is doing great. And this is Pretty Boy Floyd at the vet with me. I've never seen a dog eat that much, Wilson. And the sad thing was, I had seen him the night before he got attacked. And I told everybody to watch the park, and they go, what can you do? And it's like, you could catch him. But I found him, and now he is fine. And that was him 3 or 4 days ago at the vet, right before he got his cast off. All 12.5 pounds of Pretty Boy Floyd. What kind of dog do you think that is? It starts with a P. What? I don't know. Look at that. Very furious dog, beautiful dog. So anyway, I wanted to show that. Oh, this is him looking behind the door to see where my dog Ginger is. Oh, he can outsmart Ginger anytime. And this is what Ginger looks like in the corner there. When they're going, all right, Barry, I'm getting ready to feed him. Who's going to get it first? And this is Floyd. Like I say, he's not a big guy, but I'll show you one last picture of Ginger from this morning. All right, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, I lost it already. Hang on. Anyway, hey, let me put up a picture, and this way I can tell if she's watching or not. Hang on. I got Ginger laying down right here. I apologize. There. That is Ginger. My tan and black hound dog that howls. Now, I got a question because I'll find out if she's watching or not. There's only one way to do it. Patty, there's only one way. If this person is watching the show, please call in. Hang on. I got a picture. I'm getting to it. My phone pictures are not organized. Neither is anything. But hang on. I'm getting there. Almost there. Here we go. It's at a baseball game. Come on, get there. I'm sorry, people. Got two more. I know where it's coming up. Hang on. Almost. Don't lose it now, Chappell. You're so close. I lost it. Okay. Give me 10 more seconds. Right here. If that person is watching, please call. You know who that is, Patty? That's my mommy. Mom, if you're watching, please call the toll-free number. And that's her at the baseball game while they were still the Oakland A's. Now they're no longer the Oakland A's. Mom, if you're watching, give me a call. All right, let's move on to some art. All right. Here is a really rare, probably the rare of the rare. This is Taurus, the bull, done in 2006, BC 2880. Is that my mom?
No, this is Mr. B.
Oh, Mr. B. Look at this. You see the gold leaf over the etching lines done by Guillaume Azoulay.
Barry, can you say go Huskies?
Go what?
Go Huskies.
Go Huskies.
How are you?
Is that my mom? All right. Well, hang on. Wait, Huskies. Hey, I want to talk to her. Come back over here because hang on. I'm talking to my mommy. All right. There is my mommy, Joanne Chappell. Now I want to show you something that's going to get me in trouble here. This is going to get me in a lot of trouble, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know what my mom does part-time for a living? No. That's her in her Giants uniform, but that's not the picture. Oh, tell her I got a picture she's got to see. Yeah, I got a picture I got to show. Yeah, but one more that she's got to see. Keep her on the line for a second, because this is an important picture. Give me 1 second. I'm getting to it.
Have you met his new dog?
I'm getting to it. I apologize, people. I don't know how to organize my pictures. Here she is. Now, Wilson, come up to me before I show this. You might think I'm showing a picture of my mom, which she is. But you know what she does in her pert time? Ashley, in her pert time, she is known as Gigi. Gigi is a drug dealer in Oakland and Northern Marin. That is her drug dealing hat. When you see her in that drug dealing hoodie, if you haven't paid up, you're in big trouble. Big trouble. Oh, I just showed her. She was on America's Most Wanted. She's a drug dealer, Wilson. Yeah. So anyway, I outed my mom, but tell her, hi, Mom. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Did she? Yeah, keep watching for Pretty Boy Floyd. All right, I'm going to sell this. Look at this. Start at 0. Now, these are each one, if you bought the entire portfolio, $21,991 right there. For all 12, making it $1,832 each. One of the toughest ones to get is the HC, number 2 of only 3 HCs for Taurus Gold Leaf, done in 06. You're talking about $2,000 basically. Folks, look at this. When the light hits this, Taurus. Oh, did I ignore? Did somebody have something they needed from me? No. They're the Go Huskies? Okay. Take a look at that. Now, Wilson, I don't know how close. I want to show them with the gold line, gold over the etching lines. It's magical. And, you know, I know the list price was, what was it, Patty, when you divided it by 1832, but this is 18 years ago, and this is probably the most sought after one. I'd put it closer to 4,000 or 5,000, but you guys tell me. I hope you're out there, because this is the hardest one to get. Start at 0, $200 increments. That is the only one I got. And when you frame it and walk past it, it is unbelievable. It's a copper plate etching done by Guillaume Azoulay, the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the Louvre. And that is one of the rarest of all. He did it 18 years ago. And I'm starting at 0, $200 increments. I don't have all 12. I only got 3 of them. And this is Taurus. Patty, have you ever gone to a petting zoo?
That I have.
Did you ever pet a bull?
No, that I have not.
Julia, have you ever pet a bull? What do you mean, Wilson? I don't know. He's still alive. He could kill you, Wilson. Sammy the Bull Gravano. Yeah, you were chased by a bull? All right. No open once. That's amazing. No open twice. That's crazy. Fair and final warning. All in, all said. All right. This comes down. All right. Now, Ashley, you were talking about doing that one thing that got in so much trouble, flashing somebody.
Oh, yeah. Hold on one second.
You know, yeah, well, you got to be careful with all that flashing stuff you do. I mean, I'm okay with it. But
For Susan. We're flashing this for Susan.
Susan, there it is, the Peter Max that you bought earlier tonight, and it's entitled Susan, done by Peter Max in 1981.
7-7.
Oh, I got a lot of cool stuff tonight.
Send him your love, Susan.
Oh, I love Susan. I'm going to come live with her. I'm going to mow her yard. I'm going to be her lawn boy. Yeah.
I said, no, she's not.
Good, yeah, because yeah, don't get me in trouble with that. Yeah, you're going to get me in trouble, Ashley.
Michael, hi, Cleo.
Hi, everybody. And Susan, you bought that, and thank you, Susan.
Thanks, Barry.
You're welcome. Now, I had it. What was I thinking? None of those. Oh, I know what I'm thinking. Okay. This is one of the most, and I should take it out of the, I'm going to leave it in the plastic, but this is a perfect drawing by Guillaume Azoulay, BC 2873. That is Guillaume Azoulay's when I asked him to draw his impression of Barbie. Now, it's the highest grossing movie of the year, the decade, forever. That is a original pen and ink done by Guillaume Azoulay of Barbie. Is that like the highest grossing movie of like the decade, the year or something?
It was very high.
Yeah.
In the billions.
In the billions. I watched most of it. I didn't understand parts of it. Did you understand it all, Wilson?
You couldn't pay me to watch that movie.
I'm here with you.
Oh, you are. I did not know that.
Are you going to?
Matt, did you know that? Wilson is a anti-Barbieite. Oh, Wilson, you mean man. This is Guillaume Azoulay's concept of Barbie. And he told me a month and a half ago when I asked him if he could do it, actually 2.5 months ago, he says, I'm going to give you what I believe a contemporary Barbie would look like. Not a picture of what's on a doll package, not what they put here and there. This is my vision of what Barbie would look like. This is a one-of-a-kind original. And just so you know, the times that Guillaume Azoulay has done one-of-a-kind originals, they have been big money. And let me just show you. Like here is, look at that, 16,000. That's an etching, and that was 12 years ago. But it was Camargue State 2, and just an etching, where there were 300 copies. This is a one-of-a-kind drawing by Guillaume Azoulay. I will show you. Here is a piece called La Vista Continues. This is a story of a movie theater in Morocco that he went to. And he's got, that was 25,000. Here is a letter from Ronald Reagan thanking him for a piece he did called Encounters, November 9th, 1981. But that's not what I want to show you. What I want to show you is when you get to the one-of-a-kind originals that mean something to Guillaume. Here's Scott Hamilton, You Have Made Me a Fan. 1984, he did Hamilton Encore. Scott Hamilton won the gold in ice skating. Here is Jimi Hendrix. The reason Azoulay found his face so interesting, he did a pen and ink just like the Barbie, and he had it for $75,000. I think it sold for $45,000 or close, somewhere like that. Here was Buster Keaton, who I think was an amazing guy. $9,500. This was something I took off of eBay 9 years ago. So here is the one and only original Barbie, the only one drawn by Guillaume, signed vintage 2023 original pen and ink Guillaume Azoulay. And once again, if you see any wrinkles, it's on that plastic over cover because that is a pen and ink, and I don't want to get any fingerprints. Got a retail, and this is a cheap retail at $28,000. This is something, folks. This is something you fight for. Matt, how many people do I have watching me online without? Because this is something I've been talking about. Wow. You know it's true, Wilson. You got to admit it. The camera adds 25 pounds to people. You know, I look at myself in the monitor, I go, I'm not that fat. Then I walk in here before I come, they go, hey, Slim's here. No, they didn't say that. I'll tell you what I am going to do. Oh, this is too cheap. Where would you start this? Where do you think I can get a lot of interest? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What are you thinking? Because here's what I'm thinking. This is way too cheap. No, Ashley. Don't be greedy. I know $8,500 would be more than fair, but you're greedy, Ashley. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Can you spell greedy backwards? There's two E's in it. Okay. You're not greedy. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give someone a deal when the deal's not be $8,800, not $7,800. Watch this. This is an original, one of a kind, the only drawing today Guillaume Azoulay did of Barbie. He signed it, pen and ink, and dated it. $3,500 to open, which is so cheap. $3,500 to open, $200 increments. This is Guillaume Azoulay's idea of what a contemporary 2023 Barbie would look like. Can you sing that song real loud? I can't spell well. Any interest in Barbie? I'll tell you what. And can you show them all that writing at the bottom? Because that adds a lot to it. How do you think the movie was cast with Ken? And the other friend? All right, I'll tell you what. Give me close, folks. Make me some offers. This is an original pen and ink. The only one Guillaume has done of Barbie. He signed it, he dated it, he did everything. the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. He's won more awards than you can think of. The Baron Robert de Rothschild collects his work. Presidents Ronald Reagan, Nelson Rockefeller, former vice president, all collected his work. And you are looking at, all right, any offers on this? You're still eating that child-sized hamburger, Ashley?
Yeah, I am.
Did you get a discount when you go up there and say you want the child's menu? All right. Camera 2 for a second. I know I joke around on the show a lot. This is a very serious piece. Tell you what, I'm going to drop it to rock bottom. And I mean, this is one of the most valuable pieces I've gotten. I should have framed this up. I just got it today. And I discussed this piece with Guillaume via his agent, through his agent. I gotta make you, this is so stunning. This can be one of the most valuable pieces he ever did. I'll tell you what. Ooh, Ashley, this is too cheap. $2,500 to open. That's cost basically, or less, I mean, or more than that, less than cost. That is as cool of a Barbie. The only Barbie, look, drawn by Guillaume Azoulay. Yes.
Who's the country singer that has an original David Lloyd Glover's?
Which
Country singer?
country singer that has an original David Lloyd Glover. Oh my gosh. He had so many of them.
The one where he was married to a famous, but then he got divorced and now he's a Christian.
Now he's a what?
Christian?
I don't know. I'll think about it. You got me on the spot. Famous country western singer. That
Oh,
who?
I guess it said it on the film.
Oh,
Oh, Glenn Campbell. It's on the film.
Huh?
Glenn Campbell was on the film.
Glenn Campbell? Thank you, Wilson.
thank you. Wilson nailed that. All right, anybody go open at 25, 2,500?
Gotta ask Wilson.
Yes. No open at 2,500? Unbelievable. Okay. That is surprising. All right, I'm going to take Barbie down. Now, I want to talk about an artist that I did. All right, let's see.
He had Diane and Marie Curtin.
All right, folks. John Mylan owns the Mylan Art Group. It's a university. He teaches art. He also has a gallery in Florida. These people flew in on their private jet to look at his Pensacola, Florida, at his gallery. These originals are a ton of money because they are so rare. I have not done a fantastic job explaining the value of John Milan. I wish I could get him, and I'm going to try. He's on the East Coast. When he gets out to the West Coast, I'm going to do everything I can to get him on the show. I will show you some pictures. There is a 48 by 48 John and Ellie Milan wrap canvas. Here is John and Ellie at one of their openings. Come on, phone. The Milan Art College. It is tough. He's a great teacher, John Milan. And what I want to do is show you a couple things, because I think a John. Which one are they interested in?
I haven't opened for the Taurus at 200.
Okay. Hang on. I want to do one thing while we're doing that, Patty. Hang on. We have an open on the Taurus for 200. I'll put that up. But I want to show you a John Milan piece right here. This is from the Transcend. Is this the Taurus? Yes. We have 200. And what kind of increments did I say, Patty?
They are probably $200.
200. Looking for 4. This you couldn't buy at 200. It cost you 1,800. We are at 200. Let me put this right here. I'm going to get right back to it, because I want to tell you about John Milan and the Milan Art Group. 200 on 400 has been bid. Look at that. Folks, are you kidding me? Look at the gold. That's 22 karat gold over the etching lines. Oh my goodness. Taurus. I mean, this is an $8,000 piece. I'm at $400. This is crazy. 400 looking for 6. Are you kidding? That's gold leaf done by Guillaume Azoulay. That is number 1 of 3, 6. Number 2 of 3. And, I got a fun show tonight. Stay with me till midnight, Wilson. Down to 1 bidder. Oh, they're killing me. 1, yeah, but thank you. You used your index finger, Patty. Yes. She's turned over a new leaf. Going once.
2024.
Going twice. Fair and final warning. Sold.
Yeah.
I can't believe I saw that. You see that? She used her index finger. We're down to 1 bidder. She did 1. That's a first. And I'm not talking about her pinky or her ring finger. But here's what I'm going to do next. I want to talk. This is what John Milan can do. Now, folks, these are $3,500, $4,000. This is a unique piece. This is a one of a kind. You see where it's signed John Milan. This is item number. What is the item number on this one?
None on the back?
No.
So Joseph, it's
It must be.
yeah, it'll come up.
It's got the mountain in the background. It's from the Transcendent series.
Yes. And it's, let me get it from.
We're going to get it right now. Oh, I got a deal, folks. You got to own a John Milan. This is gold in the art world. It's funny because I was around during the Thomas Kincaid rush, and I always got people deals so much better than anybody else. I was around during the Salvador Dali only sold real ones. And, so when you see a John Milan with a mountain on the back here, this is original. He uses oil and acrylic. This is going to be Transcendent something. All right, well, there's only going to be, let me just come over there. Let me see if there's an item number on this one. No. Uh, $773. This is a unique original signed by John Milan. Now, $3,500 is a discount if you're a good customer to the Milans. They have a gallery, but most importantly, for the last decade or more, they've been teaching art. They teach people how to paint. That's how good they are, I tell you what. And what did I sell these for? Because I only have one of this left. I can sell this tonight. Only one I got from this suite. Oh, this is too cheap. $659. That's an original. That's oil on canvas. That's acrylic. I'm sorry, oil on paper, acrylic on paper. 600 and whatever I said. Yeah. 679. All right. Or 659, whatever it was. There you go. Folks, these are going to be untouchable. They're going to be touchable at $9,000 and $10,000. He's one of the most talented artists you're ever. He adds a dimension to every painting he does. That's a one-of-a-kind original. Now, I need to do one other thing by John Milan, then I'm going to get back to Guillaume Azoulay. And I want to explain this because what's that? This right here. This came right off of John Milan's home fireplace wall. This is the master to an entire series known as Transitions, BC 2765. And I was wrong because I had told you it was 35,000. John corrected me. He said in his gallery, some of the pieces he's been selling lately are in the $70,000 to $80,000 range. So this is $70,000 plus. This is, if I had to, I got to be careful what I say. This is a perfect painting. This was done by John Milan and his wife Ellie Milan. Together, they teach people for decades how to paint. This is a perfect painting. I sold it once and then the sale fell through. Then at the end of a different show, someone said, yeah, I'm thinking about it, and they bizarre night. This is a perfect painting. This is a painting, in my humble opinion. I have been selling art and coins on TV since 1991. I am in my 33rd year of selling on television. And this piece right here, done by John Milan, is a perfect painting. The foreground that he creates, the distance, the curiosity, the flowers up front, You want to know what's going on right there. Look at that. Words written in it. What language are they in? But yet it's a beautiful landscape. Then you have the flowers up front. This is what artists strive to be able to paint. So you got a $70,000 John Milan original. And he sends me a picture today of people flying in on their private jet to, and he says a few fine art enthusiasts flew in on their private jet just to visit our gallery and our show. And he's showing me pictures of what they're buying and what they bought. I mean, a piece like this, folks, I mean, that's an original. That's serious stuff by a serious artist who has sold serious work to a lot of people, and he is one of the greats. Get in when you can. This is the only original on canvas. It's both oil and acrylic. And I'll tell you what I am going to do. If this doesn't go, Ashley, oh. Folks, as Burgess Meredith, the late actor, said in Rocky, you ever see that movie, Wilson? Like the Bible says, you're only going to get one shot at it. When he wanted to train Rocky. Folks, this price is so cheap. If it doesn't go, I have no idea. You're talking $70,000. $2,000 to open. If you don't love it, call me up. Email me. I'm about the easiest guy to find on the planet. So what we're doing right now, Matt, $2,000 to open, $200 increments. If for some reason you buy this and you don't love it, you'll love it. You'll go, that Barry, that is one of the strongest paintings I've ever bought. If for some reason you don't love it, all you got to do is email me. Yes, we'll take a return. But this, give me a level playing field. You hang this in your house, you're going to go, that's one of the greatest paintings I ever bought. This should be $40,000. This should be $35,000. It's only because I've been working with John that I can even get a deal like this. No, I don't want to go parachuting. Seems silly to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. I mean, if the airplane's crashing, I'd want to jump out of it. But to do it on purpose, it's not bungee jumping. I'm still scared of it. What is that, Matt? What is that casino in Las Vegas where you can jump off the top? Stratosphere. Yeah, Ben jumped off the stratosphere. All right, now, folks, I just want to see this. Ashley, get a picture of me, because you're going to get this picture with us. At $2,000 to open, it's one of the best buys I've ever offered anybody in 33 years on TV. If you buy it at $2,000, I hope it goes for a lot more. I hope it goes for 3, 4, or 5. His originals like this are going for $70 and $60 and $50. At $2,000, if you don't love it, you just email Ashley, I'll fix it, I'll buy it back, whatever. This is a major work of art. And it's bizarre to me that that people don't believe me more, or that they don't see what I see in it. So let me give it a 2-minute clock, Matt, and then I will never bring this painting back up. Oh my gosh. A John Milan original that hung in his own house. Perfect depth, perfect color. It changes every time you look at it. Everything you want art to be. No open once. That's surprising to me. This is probably the biggest surprise I've had hosting the art show over the last year. Now, this painting's only been out of a couple times, but this is one of the big ones right now tonight. I mean, I am telling you this, yes. Will somebody open for that? Yes, I will. And they're getting a deal of a lifetime. Do they want to do that? We have an open at 1,800. 1,800 has been bid. 1,800 looking for 2,000. And who are these collectors? Who do you got there, Ashley? Mr. S? I thank him. I tell you, please remember this day. You just bought a very, very valuable. We have a security guard here that keeps asking me getting another Andy Warhol signature. And I know Andy Warhol, interesting guy, but he was just taking pictures. This is an instructor of some of the greatest artists. At 1,800 going once, you're getting a deal of a lifetime. Please show this painting off. Don't resell it without calling me. I mean, this guy could be worth 5 times that already. I don't know, but 1,800 going twice. Fair. And final warning, sold to Mr. S. Thank you. Mr. S, let me go to camera too. Mr. S, hey, take a picture so we can send him a picture of me next to the painting. Just go, nah, well, they got it on the tape. Or you want to?
I did take one, they told me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. S. You got a great deal. Thank you. All right. Now, another surprise. What did I do wrong with Barbie? I didn't do anything to Barbie. I'm just asking. BC 2873. I'm confused tonight. I have the youngest, the youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Louvre at the time he was, Guillaume Azoulay. He is collected by the Baron Robert de Rothschild. He is collected by the King and Queen of Morocco. I mean, he is collected by everybody. And I see this. And I had dinner with Guillaume Azoulay several years ago, and a friend of mine, Myron, we call him Rhett, and we had dinner in Las Vegas where he lives, and he was telling me stories about what makes a good drawing. And he says it's not the person, it's the contour of their face, and can you also bring out why you're drawing them. He is a big fan of rock and roll, and he just nailed Jimi Hendrix in that drawing. That's a pen and ink drawing that sold for $45,000, $50,000. It wouldn't surprise me if someday that drawing sold for $1 million, because he's Guillaume Azoulay, youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. I have letters from the curator of the Louvre. I got a letter from Ronald Reagan talking about why Camargue is one of his favorite pieces. I got a letter from one of my favorite actors who's dead, James Gardner, who loved his work. This is the first Barbie drawn by Guillaume Azoulay. So Jimi Hendrix, when he was working on Barbie, says, I got to make her. I don't want to make her what people think Barbie should look like. I want to make Barbie contemporary. How many lines do you think are there, Wilson? If you pan anywhere. The king of the line. $28,000 retail. Virtually the same as when Jimi Hendrix first came on the market, then went up and up and up and sold and sold. And tell you what, folks, make me some offers. Where would you start on this? Ashley's been nailing that tonight, Patty. She's been getting, So under what circumstances, Juliana, would you tell people where you buried Romeo? No circumstances. What if they said the statute of limitations is up? Romeo's family just wants to be able to put a flower on his whatever.
Customer says it's James Gardner, not Gardner.
He is right. I am wrong. It is James Gardner of the Rockford Files. Yes. I have said that 3 or 4 times, and I am sorry. I keep getting it wrong. And I watched him all through the 80s. You know what I blame that problem on, Ashley? Wilson Camera 2. I was stunned, but you know what the doctor told me about that, Ashley? This is true, Wilson. The doctor told me I had Dane damage. Oh, I'm sorry, that's brain damage. My bad. But anyway, what do they say? Ashley, that is a very rare. Let's see, make me some offers because you got the date on it. You got all the writing by Guillaume Azoulay, youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre, otherwise known as the Bibliothèque Nationale. All right, no interest once. I have some other works. Got some Sacha Bassari. I got that one piece that was supposed to be Patty and my birth month. But you know what it is to me now? Dinner. That lion ate a horse. All right, Ashley, you are the guru of fielding me offers.
Mr. M says in 1959, Barbie was 19 years old. Now she is 84 and holds her age very well.
She looks amazing at 84. Yes.
And he says that he asked, do you have a childhood crush on Barbie?
No. Does he? Ask him if I never had a childhood crush on Barbie. I don't want to answer this question wrong, but I never found myself playing with Barbie dolls. G.I. Joe, Lincoln Logs. Oh, Wilson, really? You had a whole set? How many Barbies did you have, Wilson? Do you have the one that came with a Barbie travel case? The makeup kit? The Barbie house? The house of Barbie. All right, tell you what, I'm gonna make somebody a deal. This is rock bottom, Ashley. It's only good for tonight. I think I've done an awful job explaining why the youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Bibliothèque Nationale. This nice lady is painting some of the finest paintings at the Louvre. She is working on her doctorate. She has to have the same color and brush stroke and intent as the master to get her doctorate. She could be painting so many different artists. One of them could be an Azoulay, because 12 pieces are in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. So I have Guillaume Azoulay painting Jimi Hendrix, drawing Jimi Hendrix, original pen and ink, just like mine, and it's $45,000, $50,000, and that was then. It's probably gone up, but I don't know. And I have Barbie here, and I'm saying, make me some offers, and no one wants to make me an offer. So we should probably move on. I'll consider some offers on Barbie, but you really believe that's a centaur? On Sagittarius, is that a centaur? Half horse, half man. Have you ever met a centaur? Oh, yes? Where did you meet? Oh, she said, I wish. Why do you wish you had met a centaur? You like centaurs. Okay. Well, look how the gold covers the lines. It was a copper plate etching. Only 3 of these were ever done. This is number 1 of 3. Horse de Commerce, friend of the artist, Sagittarius, black and gold, 2006. Look at the black on the, is that the knee of this horse? Look at that, right there. Look at that knee. You talk about how many little lines, etching lines, just to make the knee appear like it moves. That's what Guillaume Azoulay can do. The whole set was $19,191. Comes out to be $1,832, $1,835 a piece. Tell you what, Sagittarius, the only one I got, started 0, $200 increments. Let's do this one more time. And I only have 2 others. I got Pisces, 1 of 3, and I got Dinner, which is supposed to be Leo the lion, but he's eating a horse. Have you ever eaten a horse, Wilson? Yes. I have eaten a horse. I'm not making that up. Wilson, in Switzerland, when I went to American College of Switzerland, they considered horse meat a delicacy. Yes. I'm not making this up, folks. Yeah, Les in Switzerland, summer of 1982. I asked, what is that? They go, what do you think it is? I think it's a steak. I already sold this. I am so sorry. I already sold it. My bad. I'm really making stupid mistakes tonight. All right. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, this one was already sold.
Yeah, that's what Matt just said.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I saw it up here and I thought, no, we have not sold number 1 of 3 Pisces, have we? Haven't sold. This is the first time. Start at zero, $200 increments. Yes, Wilson, I ask about that. I was in charge of the dorms, and I was also working, getting my degree, getting economic classes at American College of Switzerland, and I was in charge of all these high school kids that came through and stayed in the dorm. I was in charge of the dorm, but I was also the bartender. But one day they fed everybody horse meat, and I go, really? And they go, this is a delicacy. I didn't even know. What?
This is Sagittarius?
They had the number up there at Taurus.
This is Sagittarius.
Okay, so they bought Taurus.
Yeah, but this is not sold, it's Sagittarius.
Okay,
The Centaur.
my bad. Sagittarius is not sold. So here it is. Start at zero, $200 increments. I'm going to rush through. I have Pisces, Leo, and Sagittarius. So start at zero, $200 increments. You got something that's worth $1,835 or something. If you broke the suite up, and that's just what we did. That is 22 karat gold on paper. I'm starting, look, a lot of people, when they buy an Azoulay, 1980s, stuff, it would have been a fortune. But anyway, any open at $200. And then I'm going to move on to, I have some Sasha Bassaris. I have, all right. And then I got a few more Azoulay horse pieces. No open once. No open twice. Tell you what, let me make this real easy. There's one. If one of your birth months, well, it's not like you can have more than one. If your birth month shows up, the odds of you ever getting this individually without buying a suite are next to none. And Wilson, you never had horse meat? I'm talking about the...
Horse meat is really rich.
What do you mean really rich?
Like, it's just really rich. They can't give their dog too much of it.
Who can't give their dog too much? I know, I was surprised when they fed me horse meat. But Wilson, I knew it. I knew it was horse meat. You know why? Because it looked like a steak, and I saw the jockey's whip mark on it. All right, I did not. All right, so take a look at this. Number 3 of 3, Hosta Commerce, Leo, gold leaf. That Leo the lion is eating the horse, and the horse looks rather terrified. And it goes, what the heck is Tony the Tiger eating me for? And we were supposed to be on a boat together. What the heck is going on here? Now I got Leo eating me. I'll tell you what, whether you want to open on any of these three, it's $200 to open, $200 increments. Take a look at them, and then I'm going to move on.
The horse meat is big in Italy.
What's that?
Horse meat is big in Italy.
Horse meat is big in Italy? I don't think you said it right, though, Ashley. It's Italy. No, I'm just joking. It's Italy. I was in Sesta Levante, Italy, where I would eat pizza at the Crocodile Pizza Parlor. All right, no takers on any of those. All right. You got an... I am stepping away. I ate a lot of raw meat as a child. No, nobody interested? Okay. Okay. Now, here's what I am going to put up. All right. What Azoulay? You got a couple Azoulay's over there, Ashley? Could you? I got a couple more. I have some Sasha Bassaris. I got a lot of stuff. I'm here all night. I have nowhere to go. Nowhere. Well, I do. I got to take care of little Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd is a dog's actual name. Pretty Boy Floyd, though he was a bank robber that got shot October 22nd, 1934 by the FBI, was also a little bit of a Robin Hood because he burned everybody's mortgage documents when he robbed the bank. Take a look at this. A Puste. Let's put up this. This is of what? I know, but printer's proof just means it's BC 2882. Oh, let's see what the graphics say. The Poussey de... I don't know what it is, actually. Tell you what. If one of these Azoulays speaks to you, take 2 aspirin and go to sleep. Because it's a painting. It doesn't talk. Well, it does to me. It goes. All right. And let me just show them all. I got one other Azoulay here that is absolutely stunning. And then look at this. Double signed Guillaume Azoulay, friend of the artist, one of one. This, he's working on a new edition or an edition that he didn't release, but you got the friend of the artist, one of one. That is serious work here. Look at this. Look at that. Is rare. You know, you got an Azoulay from a possibly unreleased edition. He did all the etching, did everything. Might have said, I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to do it in a year or two. It's a one of one. I don't even know the name of the edition, but Guillaume Azoulay double signed it, guaranteeing it was done by Guillaume Azoulay. It's an etching. I'm going to have to say 4,500 retail, easy, because Guillaume Azoulay is so famous, youngest living artist at the time to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. Tell you what, anybody wants to buy it, $595. And you're getting a great Azoulay, a story piece. I'd go find Guillaume and say, Guillaume, what is this? It looks valuable. Barry Chappell thinks it's valuable. What is it? Okay. Say what? Oh, very good question. Oh, look at that. HC, one of one. Guillaume Azoulay. That is cool. When he starts doing black and white like that.
Can he see Ben-Hur behind him?
The what?
Ben-Hur?
Ben-Hur? The movie?
He said the movie.
Hang on.
He said Ben-Hur in the chariot.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
That, you know, look at that. These are three pretty cool Azoulay's, and work me some deals, Ashley. Here they are, top and bottom, and this one over here, which I think is remarkable. A sienna color etching, one of one. Call me on these. These are rare early Guillaume Azoulays. The agent said, hey, Barry, show these. These are really early. These are rare. This is what Guillaume does. Can you make it happen? No. Oh, that almost fell. Stay. Hey, I got it. Don't do it. Don't blow it over. I have 4 of them here. Let's work a deal. They want 1, 2, 3, or 4, because after this, I am going to go back to, I have some gold leaf pieces. I got the Barbie. I got a couple Sasha Bassaris here. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Tell you what I'm going to do, Ashley. 2 of these are absolutely amazing. First person says yes, 2 for $995. You will be, it will be an amazing deal for Guillaume Azoulay. I'm going to put the 2 that should not even be considered at these prices. I'm going to put them right here. 2 for $995. And it's these 2 right here. These 2. And I'll show you the front and back. Those 2 should not be here for $995. Both for $995. You're talking, was that 400 and whatever? Both, not 1, 2 rare Guillaume Azoulays for $995. Who do you guys have? Anybody got anybody on these? Because I heard the phone ring. Ashley, you got anybody on these 2?
Are you interested in these actually?
2 for $995, both of them. Okay, that ends that portion. Now, Yes. If you couch it right, yes. If you go straight up to him, if you know what you're doing, I can get it done at a very reasonable price. But if you don't, I'm not saying anything. I know nothing. You know what that is? Schultz. On Hogan's Hero. Yeah, it's before your time. All right, let me show you one last thing here. What did I do? Oh, this surprised me. The Barbie surprised me, but I want to show you this. This is one of the best artists I know. His name is Sasha Basari. He lives in St. Petersburg, Russia. He owns a school of art known as Gentle Surrealism. Without going over the top, it's surreal. And when you look at that, this is BC 2813. Now take a look at that. Here is Saatchi Online, 22,000 for an original Sasha Basari. Sasha Basari is second to none. And I got my Sasha Basari folder here. What Sasha Basari does is he paints faces and eyes and looks where the person you're looking at knows you and you know that person. And I could show you hundreds. I went and spent some time with Sasha Basari in St. Petersburg, Russia in 2014, 2011, something like that. I don't know who this boy is. But just look at his eyes. Ashley, he knows you. It's the most amazing gift. Wilson, do you know who this little kid is? I hope not. No, I'm joking, Wilson. But what he does is there's a recognition that happens between the viewer and you. Now, this is a very special night. The Hermitage is one of the greatest museums I've ever seen. That is paintings that Sasha Basari auctioned off on the roof of the Hermitage to help the stray dogs and cats that roam around the Hermitage. All the funds go to find homes for the stray dogs and cats. This is the one Sasha Basari where I think he looks like Brad Pitt. Am I wrong, Wilson? He looks like Brad Pitt? Now, I believe his work is very, very valuable. Here is a painting in 2011 Saatchi Online, $15,000. 13 years ago. Almost to the day, 1/12/2011. So, Sasha Basari is very valuable. I got galleries in Florida that sell his work or used to. Look at the eyes. I got a very special price on these. I wish I had more, but there are two that are just absolutely, I cannot believe did not sell the first go around. This is the other one right here.
Oh, you're gonna leave them both?
Yeah, we can. That's the tricorn hat. Now, look into the eyes of that boy and the eyes of his little pet dog. You will see perfect mixture of colors for background, for clothes, texture. Everything has a meaning. These are 25 to 35,000 on Saatchi Online. Sasha Basari sells a lot of art to folks that live in England, Moscow, throughout Europe. And what I can do is I can do this. Let's say, there's, they should be up at 4,500, no negotiations, but I don't operate like that. I'll tell you what, let me do this. Hey, Ashley, what was, I only have these two right here. What was, folks, if you can find these anywhere in the universe, free or unfree, these are oil on canvas by Sasha Basari. This is stunning. This one in the background should never have lasted more than 30 seconds on TV. $1,495. You own an original oil on canvas by legendary surreal artist, gentle surreal artist Sasha Basari. I only have these two, unless I have a third one over there. Is that a third one or is that something else?
That's the third one, it's called Orchid.
Oh yeah, that's Matt's favorite. Yeah, we'll put up Orchid 2 at $1,495. I don't know why they didn't just fly out of here. And Sasha Basari, look at that.
Nope.
Yeah, right there, right there. You can fit it. Now, Matt picked a nice one. And just out of curiosity, I don't want it up here, but what's on that other green board right there?
That's John Long.
Oh, right. Look at this. Folks, it's never been this cheap. $1,495. I can show you comp after comp of galleries. Here, I'll do it right here. 4,500, 5,200. Look at this, 5,500. And these comps, look at this. If you ever get a chance, go to St. Petersburg. Wilson, you'll be walking along and you'll look up at a building and you'll go, who puts a fresco up like that? Yeah. There's a lot of cities in America you can't do that. It takes one rock and somebody ruins your fresca. And I ain't talking the kind you drink. Here. This is 2011, so 13 years ago. 5,200, 4,500. East Lansing, Michigan. Here is Great Friendship, 5,500. 13 years ago. Sasha Basari is a very well-known artist. I am so lucky I've been dealing with him. I wish I had 100 of them. I don't. And these are three great ones. $1,495. If you want to buy a pair, I'll see what I can do. I'll sharpen my pencil. I'll make something happen. Oh, Mr. B in Texas. Happy New Year. What part of Texas?
I believe San Antonio.
I like
Yep.
San
He
Antonio.
says looking forward to a good year of art sales.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Mr.
much.
B. I like San Antonio.
Me too, I loved it.
I lived in Denton, Texas for 5 years. Yeah, now, all right. Ashley, someone's going to buy some of these. If you had to pick this one right here, hands down, one of the most stunning Sasha Basaris I've ever seen. My daughter Kate owns one. He put certain animals, butterflies or something in there for Kate. This is the mystery of the night. This is it, Wilson. This should be a TV show at a TV show. You ever see Unexplained Mysteries? This is it right here, Patty. Juliana. This is it. I have the youngest artist at the time, Guillaume Azoulay, born in Casablanca, Morocco, immigrated to Paris, immigrated to the United States, the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the Bibliothèque Nationale. Now, if you ever take a tour of Ronald Reagan's ranch, the Presidential Museum, you will see several Azoulays there. What city is that? Santa Barbara? Where is the Ronald Reagan Presidential Museum? Simi Valley, you're right. You will see Guillaume Azoulay work hanging in it. Now this is Guillaume Azoulay, Barbie. And here's what I'm going to do. How about 3,500? No takers. I think this is one of the most important pieces he's done. And look how he signed his name. Look how he wrote pen and ink, dated it, everything. Oh, this hurts. I'll tell you what. Oh, this hurts. Are you ready for this? Ashley, I got a price in mind. And I hate to assign blame. But if I put up this price and it doesn't sell, it's your fault, Ashley. It's all your fault. And if it's deemed to be your fault, what's the punishment? Nah. It's been a good night. So damn, I'm looking fat. Wilson, why don't you tell me how fat I'm getting? All right. Camera 2 now. The beach is that way. Take a look at Barbie. I got a special price. If it doesn't open, I have no idea what happened. This is so cheap. I probably paid more in all the time on this. $2,000 to open. That is rock bottom. That is crazy. If what I should have done, I just got it today. What I should have done is framed it with pictures of the Barbie movie and had the, Barbie big mat that says Barbie. This is an original Azoulay. Signed original pen and ink by Guillaume Azoulay. Collected by the Baron Robert de Rothschild, Ronald Reagan, Nelson Rockefeller, Yitzhak Novine, all people that collected his work. That's what he wanted to make, a contemporary Barbie. He wanted to do his version. And 2,000 to open, $200 increments. I can't believe Barbie didn't sell. Did they take the other David Lloyd Glover? Where was he at? Good idea. If I want to look thinner, wear a bigger suit.
No, they were.
Where was he at on that every day?
Diane says it looks like you lost weight.
Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. It is chasing Pretty Boy Floyd, my new little dog, around the house. And just to give you guys an update, I gotta show pictures. What happened to you, pretty boy? This is why I got a problem with Ginger. If I ever leave my door open, I come back, that's Ginger rolling around on my bed. She ate the only remote that controls the volume. So now when I turn on cable, every time I want to change the volume, I got to get up. This was the scaredest hound dog you ever saw. She was scared of people. She was scared of other dogs. Now she owns the dog park. And that is her the first time she saw a St. Bernard. She's going, what? What happened to you? That's what she's saying. This is my daughter, Kate, and her dog that she saved. I'm trying to think of the name, her dog's name. I know she has a new one, Apple Chappell. But anyway, I just hope everybody is having fun. And be careful, this lady. Yeah, that's Gigi, the dope dealer. Yeah, she is. The Oakland police have had drag nets that she has gotten through. True story. That's my mom. She got arrested at the San Francisco Giants game for scalping. And she got mad at the police, and they said, ma'am, you can't do this. And instead of saying, okay, I won't, she goes, now I'm really getting mad at you. And they took her to jail. Yeah, and she got bailed out by somebody a few hours later. This is Ginger at the dog park that he loves. But anyway, why can't I sell this Make me an offer. Last chance on the original Barbie. Take the price down. Just call Barry. I got 10 minutes left. I have Sasha Bassaris. I got a few Azoulays. I want to thank everybody. Kurt, how close did he come on the David Lloyd Glover? I pay more. I thank him, but I pay more. Likes Barbie. I'll tell you what make this sell real fast, Ashley. Ashley, come on up here for a second. One time. One time. If this doesn't make Barbie go bye-bye, I give up. All right, but you got to sing it loud. Sing the Barbie song.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ha, 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 yeah. You make me laugh.
Is there a second verse?
Yeah, but
Yeah?
there is.
Is it clean?
No.
Okay, don't sing it then. Don't sing it. Oh my God. Did you have a Barbie doll when you were growing up?
Of course.
You didn't get mad at it one day and rip its head off?
One of my favorite Barbies was Lifeguard Barbie.
Lifeguard.
Lifeguard Barbie, she came with a red lifeguard Jeep. And she came with this dolphin that you had this, it was like, oh wait, I was ready to do this. You know how a dolphin sounds?
Nah, yeah, but I can't do a dolphin.
You could do it. What does a dolphin sound like?
Eek, eek. I don't know. I watched Flipper a lot as a kid. Nobody on the Barbie, though. That's Guillaume Azoulay. All right, I'll tell you what. The Barbie is no longer for sale. I got 8 minutes. Wheel deal. I got Azoulay, different from the Zodiac. Got different signed and numbered over the years. Hand me your favorite David Lloyd Glover over there. Grab one more.
One more over from the...
Yes. Give me close on the Barbie and it's yours, or give me a week to frame it up right.
Oh, what about this one?
And I hope everybody.
Autumn Country Lane.
All right, let's put it up there. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, Barbie, come here. How you doing, Barbie? This is 2851.
2851. Did you watch the entire Barbie movie? No. I watched half. I didn't get it. I got part of it, then I didn't get it. I don't understand the Barbie. 1 minute Ken's normal, the next minute Ken's like Ken on drugs. Take a look at this. This is an amazing David Lloyd Glover. You what? What's the best you can do? Ashley will give you a great price. I'm running out of time. I only got 5 minutes left. Call Ashley on the David Lloyd Glover. Call her on the Barbie. If somebody wants a combo where you get an Azoulay, a Basari, and a David Lloyd Glover, we'll work you a deal. Let me come over here to camera 2. I have enjoyed so far showing you this show tonight. My name is Barry Chappell, and a lot of the art we're supposed to get in hasn't come in yet. That's my bad, but we have some David Lloyd, we have some Gregory Wilhelmi coming in. I have a couple very rare Peter Maxes coming in. Got a lot of cool stuff. So I want to thank you. And hey, show them. Anybody want the Zodiacs, call up, talk to Ashley. I'll work some amazing deals. Where is Barbie? What'd you do to Barbie? You didn't torture her, did you?
No, I put it right here.
I put her next to that David Lloyd Glover upside down.
Oh, put her here upside down?
Put Barbie upside down.
Actually, let's not put her upside down. Let's put her right next to this.
No, put her upside down. I want to see what she looks like upside down.
Why would you do that to her?
I want to see because she won't sell right side up. There are people watching me in China right now. Yeah, no, put her upside down, where she's standing on her head. So people in China, yeah, that's it. Now, you don't understand, Ashley. There's 1.8 billion people in China that now are seeing Barbie the right way. Yes.
Come on, Barbie. Let's go party.
That was Barbie, drawn by Guillaume Azoulay. And I want to thank you. I got 3 minutes left. If you want an Azoulay, you want a Basari, a Barbie, I thank you. And so, what's the next show? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow we have the.
Jack's on. Same bad time, same bad channel? All right, yes. Are you going to be here for that, Wilson? All right. Because you know you have to.
Do you still work with artist David White?
David who?
White?
It's Robert White. Yeah, Robert White. I know Robert.
They love their Basari.
Oh, that is so cool of a Basari.
Right.
Who is that?
This is Mr. K.
That's a great Basari. He doesn't see any likes tonight because I work him a great deal. They're beating on me, Wilson. I mean, they just go, Barry. That's not you people. You've been great. It's my rivals. Anyway, I want to thank you all. You have a great weekend. Let's see. There's Ashley, who understands and sings Barbie's tunes very well. She's just a Barbie girl herself. And folks, what I got left? About a minute. We know where you live. Don't kick. Yeah, I know where. You leave that little doggy alone. Oh, and I want to thank everybody. I'm going to have some Peter Max original, unique, one-of-a-kind originals. Hopefully, I am going to have Gregory Wilhelmi's artwork. I am working on another artist, but I cannot let the cat out of the bag. I didn't put a cat in the bag. Wouldn't do that, but I don't want anybody to get into this artist before I do, because I got a great deal working. I don't want anybody to mess it up. So anyway, 30 seconds. There's a lot you can do in 30 seconds, Wilson. Can you count backwards from 10 in French?
Yeah.
Do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
No, you can't. You struggled. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, we love you. Don't kick that dog, Buford. And I will see you next Wednesday. I'm going to have some great Peter Maxes. Bye-bye. Take care.